So since FIFA 21 came out recently, I'm sure you guys are looking to start a new career mode, and with the latest squad update applied, it is safe to start one. It's going to bring in the latest transfers and player ratings and stuff, so you don't have to worry. Aside from that, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you suggestions on the teams I think could be fun to do a career mode with. It's not a full list that will fill everyone's needs, of course, but I'll throw in some suggestions for those who are undecided, and maybe you might want to pick one of these teams out of my list today. Now, if you find the video useful, please leave a like, it always helps. And if you are new to the channel, we do a lot of things here like FIFA news, career mode stuff. If you're into that, make sure you subscribe today so you don't miss anything. Today's video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball is the best app to get all the latest football news and live updates. They've got a new and improved app and they want you to try it out. It's cleaner, simpler and smarter than ever. Now, this app is the only football app I've got on my phone because it covers everything. So if you want to try it out for yourself, make sure you use my link in the description. You can download it for free. So my first suggestion today is going to be Manchester United. This is a club that I'm using at the moment in career mode on YouTube. So if you want to watch that series, make sure you look for it on the channel. Now this is a club that can't recruit well. Everyone knows the story of Manchester United in the transfer windows. They promise big things and always under-deliver. It's always about the profit margins with them. But you can change that in FIFA 21 career mode. You can sign the players they need like a Sancho, like a new centre back. This team has unreliable centre backs, but a solid attack and midfield. And I think that's what makes the team so interesting. Like, you're going to have a lot of fun with this team going forward. So if you take a look at the team, it's a pretty good team. You've got Martial, Fernandes, Rashford, Greenwood, Pogba, Van de Beek, Telles comes in left back, Wan-Bissaka right back, Cavani's on the bench as well. So maybe you want to get another centre back or something, and this team could be good enough in FIFA 21 to win something for you. Maybe throw in a Sancho or something, and it would make things even better. But moving on, we're going to talk about Barcelona. Now, Barcelona could be one of those rebuild teams. This one could be a fun project as well because they've got great players in the team. They just need, to get rid of more of the liabilities and bring in some fresh players. Messi wanted to leave in real life as well, so maybe you can do a story around him going, and then you have to rebuild after that. Suarez left recently, Rakitic left as well, so you're left with a few other guys there that need to fill in the gaps. I think this could be a pretty fun one. I did one with Barcelona in PES 21, and I did enjoy that series. It just took a couple signings, and the rest of the squad is decent enough, but I think you'll have a lot of fun if you did a Barcelona one as well. So taking a look at their team, you've got Ansu Fati, 17 years old on the left wing, Messi up top, Griezmann on the right, Coutinho, De Jong, Busquets. Not a bad team, just need to recruit maybe some younger players in certain positions, but you've got Ousmane Dembele on the bench as well, Pjanic, Dest as well, the new signing. So it's not a bad squad, you will have a lot of fun with Barca as well. This one could be a fun one as well. I'm going to mention Chelsea next. It's just a stacked squad this year. I mean, Lampard did so well in the transfer window. It was like he was already playing career mode anyway. Like, career mode players don't really need to do much when they pick up Chelsea in a save. And they've got players like Havertz, Werner, Thiago Silva, and so much more in this team now. It's a very strong team. And then you combine them with like the likes of Mason Mount and a few of the other guys that are already at the club. It's going to be a pretty fun career mode to do as well. So I don't think you need to do much in this save. I mean, it's a pretty decent squad. You just have to take them to glory, start winning some trophies with them. So taking a look at the Chelsea squad, you've got Werner, Havertz, Mount, Ziyech, Alonso, Zuma, Silva. On the bench, you've got also solid recruitments there as well. Pulisic is there, Chilwell as well. So like I said, Lampard's done all the work for you. Just try and win some trophies with this team. So we've got Leeds United up next, another interesting team. 16 years away from the Premier League and now they are back. And that could be a great storyline to use as you battle in the Premier League, trying to get Leeds up there and competing with the best. Keep in mind that Ellen Road, at the moment, their stadium is not in the game. It was supposed to, but EA just confirmed, due to the recent issues and stuff around the world, that they couldn't scan it in time. So maybe you don't want to do it right away. Maybe you want to wait for the stadium. The stadium obviously is going to make things a lot better. You're not going to be playing in a generic stadium in your save. So maybe you would want to wait for that, but I don't know when the stadium would actually come into the game. So that's another thing as well. So taking a look at the Leeds squad, they've got a good mix of young and older players. It's going to be up to you to decide which areas you think you need to recruit well in, which players you want to develop and stuff. It could be an interesting one because you're not using like these world-class clubs with 90 overall players. This is going to be one where you really have to work to achieve success. Next up, I want to talk about Barrow. Now, Barrow is in the 4th division in England, and they're appearing for the first time in a FIFA game. So that is an interesting storyline to begin your save with. Barrow could be one of those teams that is going to be good for a road to glory. And judging by their team, you might want to recruit well because there's a lot of 59 overall players, 60 overall players. So this is one of those longer term saves where you're going to go for the road to glory, and it's going to take multiple seasons to reach the top. But these are the ones that everyone loves, like those road to glory style career modes and stuff. So it might be worth a shot with this team. It's the first time they're in a FIFA game. Now this team is going to be useful for a road to glory as well. Harrogate Town. This is a team that recently got promoted into the 4th division in England for the first time ever, so that is another interesting storyline to begin with. Can you take them even higher than the 4th division? Well, that's going to be up to you. Here's a look at their team, a lot of 50 overalls and a couple 60s in there as well, but over time you're going to have to develop these players, sign some new ones, and just basically grow the whole squad. So this could be an interesting one for those people looking to do something in Germany. You can choose Bayern Munich 2. This is the second team, and they're coming out of the 3rd division in Germany. Maybe you can take over this club and make them even better than the first Bayern Munich team. That would definitely be a cool story, but you've got a lot of work to do because there's a lot of 60 overall players in this team. So you're going to have to recruit well and slowly, build up the overalls of the players and stuff if you're going to compete with Bayern Munich 1. If you're looking to do something in Italy, I've got 2 suggestions for you today. Obviously, with the missing Serie B, there's nothing I can do about that. So Serie B career modes are pretty much dead, but in terms of the Serie A, you can pick AC Milan. Now, this is an interesting team now because it is a team that should be on the rise again. They've got players like Ibrahimovic, Tonali, which I think has like 90 potential in the game or something, very, very high. Theo Hernandez as well. You can take control of Milan and go for the title. You can try and beat Juventus. Here is a look at the team. Obviously, Ibrahimovic is getting old, so you might want to think of a replacement for him. Tonali on the bench there as well. I believe this guy has a high potential, like I said. And there's a few other guys there that could be interesting for your team, like a Theo Hernandez and stuff. Obviously, you might want to recruit some more players. They've got a good goalkeeper in Donnarumma already. So yeah, just a few extra signings here, and this team could challenge Juventus. Another team in Italy you should try is definitely Inter Milan. Inter Milan is an interesting club as well. They've got players like Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez, Perisic, Lautaro Martinez as well. And maybe this team could challenge Juventus as well for the title. So here is a look at the full team. You've also got Vidal, which I believe is a new signing as well. Barella, Brozovic, Hakimi, Ashley Young as well. A decent centre-back lineup right there. So interesting squad with some great players. And Danovic 88 overall as well, so you don't need to do much with him. You've also got players like Eriksson. And just a very good squad overall. I think this would be one of those fun ones to do in Italy. Now we need to talk about another Inter club. This time I'm going to talk about Inter Miami. If you want to do an MLS career mode, this team is probably one of the best ones to do. It's a new team in FIFA 21 and it's also backed by football legend David Beckham as well. I think he owns part of the club. Inter Miami is interesting because it's got players like Higuain and Matuidi as well. So here is a look at the full team. You've got Higuain up front, 83 overall. You've also got Matuidi in a defensive midfielder role, 83 overall. So 2 decent players there to build off of. The rest of the team, unfortunately, is in the 60s and 70s, but I think if you're doing an MLS career mode, this could be a fun one. So we've got some other notable mentions as well that you might want to check out. So Everton is another one of those teams in the Premier League. That could be an interesting one as well. You've got Calvert-Lewin on fire at the moment in real life, so this would be a good player to use in career mode as well. James Rodriguez joined up as well. Richarlison down the left. You'll definitely have fun with this team. Now, I think Spurs would be another team that would be pretty fun in career mode as well because they've got a great team. It's just a matter of actually winning trophies with them now. You've got Kane up front, Son on the left, Lucas Moura, Lo Celso. You've got Bergwijn as well, and Ndombele, Sissoko. The list goes on and on. Decent centre-backs, great midfields, Harry Kane up front. What more do you want? I mean, it's just a matter of trying to win trophies with them now. And of course, we've also got Gareth Bale that you can play down the right as well. So it's an interesting team. I think Spurs would be pretty popular this year as well. Now, I've also got Wolves on my list as well. Just another one of those clubs that are pretty strong in real life as well. And I think you could do some good stuff with them in FIFA 21. You've got Adama Traore down the right, Jimenez up front, Moutinho, Neves in the midfield, Nelson Semedo in the right back position as well. Decent player there. So I think it would be interesting to try and win the Premier League with Wolves. Like, you've got a solid foundation. Maybe you want to do some more strong transfers. And this team could really do the job for you. So those are a few of my suggestions, but I'm sure I missed out on some of yours. So if you want to leave a comment, mentioning the team, mentioning the storyline you could do with that team, I think a lot of people would benefit from that as well. And I hope you do enjoy FIFA 21 career mode this year if you're going to be playing it really soon. And please make sure you check out this FIFA video. Hit the card in the middle. It'll take you right there. I'll see you next time.